G'day, g'day. Hope you guys are all having a good day. I'm going to be doing some texturing work, building a trim sheet that I'm going to be able to use for one of the projects that I'm working on. Just came around because of some frustrating stuff today. Atlas, I don't know. We're doing an assessment and we got to do a trim at Atlas. So we could do an Atlas or we could do two trims and then we're going to do two tileable textures. But then the way that they're wanting us to do Atlases is different to what Atlases are usually. So my original Atlas that I was going to be doing, it didn't matter which one it was going to be, doesn't count. So I've had to go, and I'm not going to do an Atlas because I don't know, it was just too confusing based off of like what they were saying. They're like, we're going to do some props and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, maybe I do some foliage. And then it's like, oh, but then foliage doesn't count or something. I don't know. So, not sure. I'm just going to be doing another trim. I got the A-OK on just doing more wood and metal and stuff like that. So, I mean, I'm just like, well, I guess the only thing that I, like, here's the issue, right? All the Atlas, let me see if I can show. All the Atlas stuff, like, here's my trim that I made. As you'll see, now, technically speaking, this here is an Atlas, right? All of this stuff here, Atlas. Where, when I was following the teacher's stuff, I was under the assumption that this counted towards a trim. They still want to call this a trim, so I don't really care what they want to call it. Whether it's called an Atlas or a trim, it's irrelevant. I'm either going to have two trims, I'm going to have an Atlas and a trim, it doesn't matter. These, I'm actually treating, and how we're talking about this, also as an Atlas. Then arguably I was going to do this as well as an Atlas. And I was going to treat this as a trim, but because of the special way that we got to do a trim, and same with all these, I don't know, it turns out they're not actually trim, so I don't know, I got a little confused. So, oh well, I guess I'm just making a new thing. I just can't use the other stuff that I was doing, so, oh well, it is what it is. So, yeah. Work on that. How are you, Amy? So I'm gonna do... I'm not too sure what I want this purple stuff to be, but I got rope. I was thinking about doing this one as a stone, but then I think in... looking back, I think I might not do this one as stone. I might do this one as wood. I see lots of different kinds of wood. We got a wood. This one's gonna be metal, and this one's a metal. Right now, I'm just getting the it's gonna be for like wooden planks, and we do have some like baked details, I believe. So you'll be able to see. I've baked some details. Real. More Aldi ring. Not too sure what I want to do for this, honestly. Oh really? This sounds so tedious. Doing better than I could. That was not bad actually. Looking to see what's going to save me the most amount of time. This one's actually quite good, actually. What'd you get up to today, Chief? Champion? Almost better. Nice, nice. Hopefully not too far away. I think I really liked this one, honestly. Got a real crunchy meter. I'm mostly just going to be using for very specific. Okay. There you go, I'm pretty happy with that. You can use that quite a lot. Rotate it a bit to break up that tiling pattern. Nice meat at the top, yada yada yada. Kind of wood for this. That last wood is actually not too bad, that one there. It's gonna be like wooden planks or something. Already got quite a bit of rotting wood there. Running bad. Alright. Okay, so some news. Also, I'm probably not going to be talking too much just because I want to pay attention to this, but I'm also, like, down to chat, so that makes sense. I just got a bit of a... I hope not. I might be getting a bit of a cold from my bloody dad. I was thinking, my throat's just feeling a little iffy right now. I'm just like, my dad's had a cold. I'm just putting 2 and 2 together. Every single time, he always gives it to me. It's craziness. If he never had a cold, I would never have a cold. As always, I always get it from him. Okay. I haven't decided what I want this extra stuff to be. I really haven't decided. Like, to me, this is just a nothing area. Like, I couldn't care less if it had nothing. Okay, hold on. This is just not enough. There's not going to be enough space for all this detail. Oh no. Just when you think you're doing well. What do you mean, gross? That's crazy, Amy. What happens if I was Rani's brother, huh? You go around calling me gross? Nuts. How's this re-import? Okay. I don't know how I managed to salvage that. You guys so lucky. Oh. Alright, sorry to play my dice. That was like a last minute save. What's going on here? Oh. Alright. It's weird. Apparently I need to UV that one. Oh yeah, you noticed. No, I was just listening to... Okay, so here's the thing. The issue that I sometimes have with doing these streams is I don't obviously, don't know what's going on at the end, but anyway. I obviously don't get, to listen to whatever music that I generally want to listen to with the DMCA. And anyway, so I was listening to a song and I'm like, oh, I wanted to listen to more of this, and then I was just like, oh, it's similar to Neon White, I guess I'll play some. That's basically what happened there. But I'll see. Kind of an interesting thing. When you take pictures of like money and stuff, I don't know, maybe like this only applies to old money, but damn, dude, like it's just white. Really crazy. Arguably a bit of the rope to be in there, honestly. But then again, I don't think I want to use that much gold. That's real country. Beat his ass. Hell yeah. Nice start. Easy. Nice. I'm just gonna be doing this kind of methodically. Go away! Easy. You been playing any other games recently, Amy? Hey, fresh cut. Hey, fresh cut happened a couple weeks ago. Thank you though. Thank you. Probably not a couple weeks ago, maybe like a week or two. I don't know. I don't actually know. Honestly, I don't even pay attention to these. I struggle. How's Yandori going, Abe? Made some good progress. We're going. Glasses on. Some blendy time. Looks fresh though. Thank you. here alone right now because he's gone out for dinner with everyone. Oh, really? Betrayal. I would have stayed back, Abe. I would have stayed back. Wow, no, I told you I probably would have left to go home. But I probably would have stayed back. Otherwise. Then again, I'm not like the biggest fan of like going out for dinner or these sorts of things. Generally, I'd just rather make something easy at home. Dory will be back. He will be back. Yeah. But in fairness, that revolves around two things. One, I like make 0 money at the moment, so there's not much choice. But then the other thing too, of like, I'm just trying to get some reference stuff. But then also, I'm not the biggest fan. Maybe for like a special occasion, but outside of that. It was like back when I was at the last place, Amy, when we were studying at UB. I would go, and I just got into the habit of like buying lunch, like every day. It's easier, and then when you work a lot, it's just becomes easy. But it's not. To me, I felt bad just buying food all the time. Just because it's like, oh, I could have, like, you know what I mean? If I'd saved that $5 to $10 every single day, I would have had a couple, you know what I mean? Like, a couple hundred after the whole year or two. And then, as well as, the stuff that I was buying arguably wasn't the healthiest either. Arguably is doing a massive pull there. It wasn't the healthiest. And so I'm just like, oh. So, I think it's just like a combination of everything that just adds up. I don't actually want that, I don't think. Trying to look into, yeah, true as well, and it's gonna be like a 2-hour excursion as like an also, I think. Because I'm just like, can I better use that 2 hours and then spend like, you know what I mean? If I was making and eating dinner and I had something like easy to do at home, right? Maybe 30 minutes make dinner max, and then like another 30 minutes to an hour, depending on what I made to eat. You know, does that 2 hours account for like getting to the place or not? I don't know, but there's a lot, you know. There's a lot. Like, I just wanna, you know what I mean? Like, when I'm done. I can just relax. You know what I mean? But until then, I gotta keep pumping. So, pumping we do. I'm not opposed to this, but I want to change. Never relax. Yeah. Yeah, like, unless I'm, like, done with, like, what I'm aiming to do, it's not gonna happen, really. There's always, yeah. That was me. I'm like, I don't usually stream today, but I'm probably just going to be working on this, so I guess I'll get on to working on this a bit more. You know what I mean? I'm pretty happy with that. But for anybody interested in my workflow, what I do is I find a bunch of like presets, or I quickly make something that I want to, if I have something better in mind. And then I organize each of the presets, get them to where I want them to be, and then I start doing all the overlays and whatnot. So if anyone's just like, oh, well, there's some changes, yeah, I probably changed it anyway. But yeah, very surprised to see you streaming. Well, I was debating. Here was my debate this morning, and then I just realized I actually had work to do, so I just figured I won't. And then you guys are also working, so there's no point. As I still, at the back of my mind, I really want to and need to get that Sebastian stuff done. Now, the issue for me, I'm like, on, you know what I mean? I'm getting teased a little. I got like one mission to go. So I'm just waiting for you guys to be good. And then, so it's like, just waiting for you guys to be good and ready. But then you guys are busy, of course. And I am busy as well, obviously. The big mission. Oh, really? Okay, so there's gonna be a while, but we'll make sure we have a bit of time. It's because I could be wrong, okay? I was looking it up because you guys were mentioning it, and I was trying to be certain. I'm up to technically the second to last mission, but I looked at a walkthrough, and it was like not much stuff there, and it's just like you answer a question, you just go meet up with Anne and Sebastian, and then they ask you a question or something, and you respond to it, and that was it. And so I'm like, okay, I didn't look to see what the ending was. I don't know anything about it. I just saw that there's a conversation because I was just looking up to see how many quests I had left. Because what's worse, me looking up how much there is to do, or me not looking up how much there is to do, finish it, and either A, have to tell you guys and then get killed for finishing the mission without you guys, or option 2, pretend I didn't finish it and like some big thing happens at the end or something, I don't know what happens, and maybe like, what a surprise! I didn't see that coming. No spoilers. Nah, I don't. Sometimes I would look at spoilers if I think it's something important for me, but I promised you guys I wasn't gonna do anything until you guys are watching, and I hold my promises. You know, I'm not breaking that. So don't fret. I'm breaking it. I'm staying true to it. Trust. No. Outside of the one time Arnold accidentally spoiled it for me, but that's probably the only spoiler I really know. Well, I don't know why I say really know. That's the only spoiler that I know. No. No, I don't know anything. I'm still debating. I'm not too sure, and feel free to tell me or not. Up to you. But I haven't learnt Avada Kedavra yet. I can't remember and don't know if that's one of the final things. Because I recall somewhere telling me that I'm going to learn Avada Kedavra. Unless I turn down learning it? I can't remember. All I know is that I don't have it. And so I either turned it down, or I haven't gotten to it yet. I don't know. You know, but they ain't saying. Okay. What I do know, however, is that I'm very lost on what I'm going to do for that. I'm very much lost on what choice I'm going to make. Whether I want, I still haven't decided yet what I want to go about for that one, honestly. Be fine, yeah. I still don't know if I want it, you know what I mean? Like, after, I want a good ending, you know what I mean? I don't want to sabotage it by getting greedy here. I think, okay, I'm technically, now usually I would, what would I say? Usually when I play my characters, if it wasn't obvious, without a Kedavra, your ass. Hey Ruben, how's it going? I saw your post, Ruben, on ArtStation. If it wasn't obvious, because I liked the post. The but yeah. Now usually I make the choices based off of what I would generally do. But this one's a little different. A stalker. I got notified. I don't know if I would usually accept learning all the dark arts though. I almost feel like I wouldn't. I think in real life I probably wouldn't. But for the sake of it being a game, what do you mean? I'd love to learn the Killing Curse. Well, there's 3 of them that you can learn. I wonder what happens if you learn, like... What happens if you, like, you start, like, passive and then you start going evil? I don't know. I don't know if all this changes. Well, some, you know what I mean? It's one of those things where, like... I'm not, though. When I play, I usually play as my character, so all these choices are generally based off of what I would do. Doing nothing. Rough. Jeez. What am I doing? I'm pressing all the wrong buttons here. How you doing, Ruben? I'm doing what Matt was talking about in class. I think that he could have been cooking there. And the documentation. There is quite a bit of documentation. I was doing mine in the weekend. And then I might have to rework some of it. Because the fucking Atlas sheets that they were mentioning there, it's completely different to what Atlas sheets have done in the past. Let me double check. Yeah, because I thought this would just count for my Atlas sheet, but no. Got confused on the shitty Atlas and shit, so I'm like, not alright, yeah. So, he said it's not much. Okay, yeah, but I did this in the weekend, okay? Before I said that. I can remove this one, though. thought it was like a sticker sheet though. Well, okay, so in like pretty much everywhere that I've seen prior, an atlas sheet is just referred to, like, effectively you take a model and you UV it, and then you do like the normal process. What we've been taught before is generally what most people just call an atlas. An atlas texture. And then I have seen some other people refer to some other things as atlases, but yeah. Then it gets confusing because it's just like some people, you know, vegetation's fine to do as an atlas, and then some people, no, vegetation's not allowed. I don't know. It's all mumbo jumbo. So I was just like, fuck it. The issue that I ran into is because I thought the fucking old, and this wouldn't have been an issue unless they specified this a little bit earlier, is effectively, well, I was told that all of this here is an atlas, but realistically I'm pretty much planning on using all of this as an atlas and how they're classifying an atlas, right? So when I made my trim sheet, this was meant to be effectively as an atlas and how they're currently explaining it. So it's just like, fuck, man. But then I was talking to Fraser and he said that this is still a trim sheet, even though I'm using an atlas format, which makes no sense to me. So it's just confusion on confusion. Really. Move along. I thought with how they described it at the beginning was that an atlas was a sheet for like multiple atlases. Multiple assets. Technically, but even then, that's technically not. Well, then it gets like really confusing, right? Like, got confused in my radix when I was like, oh fuck. Just do my 2 trims, 2 tiles. Yeah, the safe option, which is what I'm doing now as well. Because then, arguably, with that point, Abe, I have, within this atlas that I did, which technically isn't an atlas, I had 2 hammers and a horseshoe, which you can see. Technical sense, some people would call that an atlas, some people wouldn't call that an atlas. Same thing with my, I did my wooden cart. I did this. So I got 2 vases and then a cork here. And then this was the one that I was showing with the whole masking and stuff that I was doing. Yeah, they did say that. So if you would rather do that, because it's probably going to be easier. And then, like, this whetstone, that's my atlas that I did, yeah. Same as you, yeah. And same with this, right? This is made up of a lot of different assets, really. If I'm really breaking it down. Like, it's not a singular... It's like a lot of assets that make up just one asset, but I'm probably... And then some of it gets a little bit haywire, because... I don't know, maybe I'm thinking 10 steps ahead, but it's fine. So like this, right? There's a lot of different aspects to this, but it's really just one asset. But then I open up our thing. Yeah. Then there's a thing. Does it count as an atlas? Does it not count as an atlas? They're saying an atlas counts as when you're reusing the exact same textures for multiple items. And then it gets really confusing. Like, technically speaking, my vase jug things would count, but in some regards they don't count. Let me see if this shows. Hey Sammy, how you doing? So, let me see if we're gonna show. Except, once again, I was thinking like 10 steps ahead when I was doing this, which scammed me, because arguably I probably could have made this the atlas. I had a mask with my thing, so the cork stays the same. I'm doing alright, Chief, thank you. But these change color via hue thing. Now if I just made like 5 or 6 different like jugs on this atlas sheet, then I probably would have been fine. But somebody decided, let's optimize it, and then I can do it all in engine. That was the wrong call, because now I can't use that as my Atlas sheet. Stuff like that, where it's just like, oh, a little confusing. So in some texturing, Sammy, just building up some trim sheets, which comes from Paint. I'm just gonna leave this cast iron metal for now. So what did I like from this? I like all this grungy dirt stuff there. I think I want to leave that. And then I got no clue what I'm going to do for my other tileable texture, honestly. With what I'm doing, there's not much that really would utilize a tileable texture. So I might do like some roofing or something. By tileable. Just call it that or something. Can fumble the rest of your world design assessment hard if I really wanted to and still pass. Yeah, that's the same. I think for me, as long as I pass both of these two assessments, I've passed the whole thing. So that's kind of my like lean back. But then with all these stupid changes, well, arguably you could say they're not changes, but I'm still calling it a change because it's, for me, different. It's like, maybe I gotta do a little bit more work to get this to be right. I can't remember what this was gonna be. Oh, this was gonna be like a wooden plank, wasn't it? Yeah. Right. I haven't even checked if I can, but I'm pretty sure I might be able to. If you are, because what am I? I think it's like, if you get, I think a 35 or above overall thus far, you will be able to pass with just that. Yeah, they're 100%. Should I drop that? I spelled length wrong, I just realized. This isn't even doing anything. Might as well use a dirt. I never want to do another US text film. Yeah, I saw that you did that as well. You know, ironic thing here, Ruben. At least the three of us that are from MDS that are currently in my chat right now, all were the people that did the stupid theme setup. That's a little funny thing. So, you, me, and Abe all did the Steam setup. It's just crazy stuff. Well, it's not even, like, it's all of it together, honestly. Like, find, you know, it's like, input the IRC number. That's not a thing here in New Zealand. Yeah. There is no IRC number. But we're not making money off our game, so if I input anything wrong, it doesn't really matter. Because we're not going to make any money of our game, so I don't care. At the end of the day. Take a photo of yourself with... Yeah. We did that as well, yeah. Yeah, that one was kind of annoying, honestly. My mum took a picture of me, and I was like, she used like the 0.5 mode or whatever it is, so it looks super goofy. And then that was like super stressful, because like, if you like in 3 different areas, it's like 3 different things. Like one place it says send a screenshot of yourself, and then a separate screenshot of like the front of your ID that you used. And then another one just says just send a screenshot of yourself. And then another one said send a screenshot of yourself with the front and the back of your ID. And I'm like, what the fuck? I ended up just doing it all because I was just like, I might as well, right? Like at this point. But I ended up having to resend it like a bunch, and they're probably just like, why does this guy resend it so much? And I'll be like, don't ask. Yep. Yeah. Did you do an LLC for yours, Ruben? Is that a scanner? Yeah. That's good. Hopefully. Did you, what did I say? Did you do yours as an LLC, or did you do a individual person? Okay, yeah, so you did the same as us. We also did that. Yeah, I looked at that, and then I took a quick glimpse of that. I'm like, okay, I'm not doing this. And then it's just like a bunch of stuff of like, make sure that the place that you send is to your LLC, and if you're doing the tax documents, you have to do the same as your LLC. I'm just like, technically speaking, our team has set up some of that stuff, but I'm not doing that. So then now it just says my name. You'll see it. I don't know if you guys... I don't think you have your one yet, but I don't know if you have your one back. I think so, Ruben, but... At the top, everybody will just have your name. It's very funny. And then I was starting to freak out because I'm just like, oh... Is this our fucking developer? Like, when we go to do the developer, is this what the developer's gonna be? Fuck. But no, it's fine. That freaked me for a second, because I'm just like, oh shit. Are you kidding me? Our fucking developer is gonna be my whole government name fucking doxing me, huh? But no, it's fine. That was very funny though. Very funny. Ruben Gremlin for what exactly? Man. Are you guys doing NZGDC, Ruben? I need to ask. I need to reconfirm with you, Abe. So your team's not doing the MDS GDC thing. You guys are doing something else, aren't you? Yeah, you are. How many people are going to that one? Of your team? You're doing the MDS one. Oh, so you guys are doing. I don't know. Maybe I was asking Dory. Yeah, I was asking Dory about you guys' team, Abe. And then Dory's just like, oh no, we're not doing the MDS one or something. We decided to change or something. I'm like, what? No. Dory is trying to fool me, I guess. Maybe Dory wanted to join my team. She's lying. Maybe she just really wanted to join my team. She's like, we're not doing that. I'll be 100% down to go work with you guys. Stolen Dory from you guys. I think I'm gonna quickly refill my drink bottle. Oops. Guys. Alright. Toby offers to join his team. I run the other way, steal the coda. And just both were in such a bad spot at the beginning of the alpha. So GDC was not even on our radar, yeah. Ruben, there's literally next to no coders that you can steal from our team. We have Arnold, we have Donar, we got Arnoldton. Not a crazy variety. Although Arnold's a beast. He counts as 3 coders himself. If we're able to keep up... Yeah, but we're doing Unity, so good luck with that one. If we are able to keep up with everybody who's got like 3 coders, that makes Arnold the beast coder. He's like high priority, you know what I mean? High value target. Alright, I'm gonna quickly refill my drink bottle. Oh, seems to be a beast. He is the real beast. Part of that comes from, that's the only class he takes, so he's putting in like 40 to 50 hours each week. Beastral. Alright, I'll be back. I'll quickly turn up the music though. For a moment. I'll be like a minute or 2. Oh, I switched from there. I'm back. Get Dory in the building. I will be happy that Dory is back. Our team will steal her. Oh, man. Alright, one moment. Live screen. Whoa. Oh, okay. How far do you think you are from finishing your... What are you even doing, Ruben, for your portfolio? But I know that you're obviously rigging the power character, and I know that you're up to the weight painting. What's the plan after that? Just posing, or do you have more of a plan? Are you gonna do a bunch of like blend shapes and shit? Alright, we're bringing out the ultimate material for this one. The ultimate material. It's not metal wrong. Just finish their weights, and I think I do blend shapes and stuff. Blend shapes and stuff. I feel like Ewan's gonna be a bit of a bitch if they give feedback and it's gonna be like, oh, the rotations of these bones are wrong or some fucking bullshit like that. I don't really know what they're gonna be able to give feedback on. Bobbin, how are you? Giving you power to verse all those bosses, Amy. Why don't I want this to be so dark? Oh, this could be like my anvil material, actually. Fuck. I wasn't even thinking about that, but that actually would have been a go-to. That was a genius move. Okay, thank you, Toby. I think during the second assignment, I'll add the majority of blend shapes and shit like that, and then I'll just make any adjustments from feedback. This main submission is the full rig with most of the functionality. Okay. Full rig with most of the functionality. So I'm gonna submit this world design one, then you can focus on the portfolio. I actually don't give a shit about the portfolio class. Like, I give a shit, but at the same time, like, I feel like I'm just cruising along. I'm honestly just cruising along with that one. I'm not putting a lot of time into it. It's just going well. It's just going really fucking well. So I just don't honestly need to, like, put too much effort into it. Good. Bring here is a pain in the ass. It is indeed. Just remove and get this right first. Depends on what kind of hair you're working with, but I can't imagine it would be that funny any type of hair. See, I'm kind of okay with these like little smudges there, but I'm not really happy with it there. I'm surprised that a lot of people seem quite a bit further behind, though. With it. I think I'm also going to remove it from there. It's because it's so chill that they've gone too chill here, probably. Because I'm pretty far through mine. And I'm not worried about this world design assessment. Especially now, the only thing that I'm worried about is the tileable, but that will be fine. Once I get this trim sheet in, I think this will save me a lot of time then. Because I kind of wish I had I just felt the issue with... Okay. The issue with my world design one is a lot of assets are using the exact same textures. So this will give me a bit of freedom to stop using a lot of the same textures, which I'll probably end up doing. And so I'll finish off the rest of the stuff that I'm doing, and then I'll go back and fix up the stuff that I think needs to be fixed. But I've already got 10 models done, so I've got the minimum that we have to do. Well, I think I've got a bit more than that. We've got 1 model, 2 model, 3 model, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't know if I counted those. And then 12 for these bricks. Now, technically I have 5 different brick versions, but I'm not going to count 5 different ones. I'd be a moron too. Minimum is 10. Well, yeah, minimum's 10. 10 assets. You can do more than that. Yeah, but it depends on what you're doing, right? Like, a lot of these assets are a lot simpler. Like, these bricks I wouldn't count towards anything crazy. So, I'm going to add bricks, but it's not going to be, like, counting towards it. So, I'm doing 15 models. Oh, and then I got my wooden horse in the back. I don't know if I counted that. And then I was working on a chest. And then I heard that the fucking Atlas shit has changed. So now all the textures that I was going to be doing for this are... Which I didn't even get anywhere. I just got the base textures on. And then I had to call it. So this is already done. And then I'm just gonna retexture it really using the new textures I got. And then with this one. And then easy peasy. I think from the rest of this I can make the rest of the textures really that I need, the rest of the models. And then it's just making as many extra models as I can. And if I hit all 15, I'm happy. If I hit less than 15, I still have the amount required, so I don't care. It's just about the tiling texture that I need to do. Because I haven't fucking decided that one. And then with my... I don't even save it. I might not even save it, this is funny. Haha. I didn't even save it. There's the obvious, and then for the portfolio assessment, I didn't even save it because it was just such a, I'll just do this quickly on stream. I finished off, my cannon's pretty much finished. I just got to do some high poly details, make some minor adjustments to the cannon itself. It's very weird because it looks like it's actually slanted here, but it's not actually, which is a weird thing actually. Maybe a trick of the camera. Yeah. This one I'm pretty happy with. What are you doing for the portfolio? Portfolio, honestly, like, you know what I mean? If I wanted to, I could not do high poly detail. I'm just doing it because my goal... Do you need to texture it? Nah. I think I'm fine without texturing it. And I'd rather not texture it. Because if I start texturing it, then... If I have to go back, it's going to make the texture so frustrating. So I kind of don't really want to texture it. And then... I'm not too worried about the texturing. Although we had Andrew come in and he was texturing this piece, except without all the details that I've added. Because this was before I was doing that. This was last week. And then, because I added all these details and then I added all these as well. So everything here is, yeah. After he started doing that. And then he was freaking out a little bit because he couldn't get a good result. And he's like, guys, I'm really sorry. I can't, you know what I mean? I genuinely am better than this. And, you know, I'm not able to provide a really good result for you guys. And I'm sorry. And I'm just like, dude, first off, it's all good. And then second of all, man, if Andrew's struggling, don't do this to me. Yeah, I think I heard about that, yeah. He is. We got the best guy for our mentor. We got Fraser. King Fraser. Which is good. Fraser's good. And Fraser always gives us, we get it about an hour long meeting. Steal them. Yeah. No, we have all the good ones. All the good meetings. We do just like one meeting a week though, just the Monday. And after I do this, I'm going to do some real quick anchor point work, and then I'm just going to call this. Andrew gives us 30 minutes to an hour. Majority of it is just him yapping and showing what he's doing in other classes. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Andrew's cool though. Alright, 1 second. What do you have to do before NZGDC, Ruben? Oops. In what context for the beta or the build? For the build, like what are you aiming to have complete before GDC? I don't know when we have to have the build ready for GDC. Actually, that's something. By the time that GDC comes around, we should have all levels and all bosses done to an alright state, I hope. What? If the shit goes to plan. Yeah. What? How many levels are you planning on having in total then? Because you guys are doing this. Well, is it like 7 for the 7 deadly sins, or? Because we always see what you guys are doing, and it's a little confusing on how, because there's multiple ways that you guys can approach your levels and boss fights, because I'm aware of the boss fights. Because there's Cult of the Lamb one, where you do a bunch of missions, and then when you're ready, you can do the boss fight once you get to a specific point. Or there's have a boss fight at the end of the mission, where it's like one big mission effectively, but then there's boss fights in the thing. Or you got Hades, where it's like once you get through like maybe 10 levels, then there's the boss fight. I don't know, there's a lot of different ways they're approaching. Or is it just boss fights? Because before it wasn't just boss fights what you guys were doing. So it leaves a lot of different approaches. How many sorry, I'm not too sure if you're still here, Abe. You did that, and that I got sidetracked. But how many animations were you doing again for that, if you're still here? The portfolio, that is. Pickles, done. Dust. Do we want dust? I don't think I want dust. There was originally 7 for 7 deadly sins, I'm assuming. Then got reduced to 4 due to time and shit. And it's one big level with challenge rooms and enemies. Then collect the required fragments to unlock the door. Fight the door bosses for that level. I like 10. Oh, nice. What's the goal for the amount of animations you want to do for this submission? The silver. Right. What's the VFX? What's level design? Is that effectively just going to be like one level is like the end result? Like one big level, and it's just all these like small things combined to make like one big level per se? Is that what you mean? Oh no, you mean four levels in total. Oh wait, 4 due to time and shit, and it's one big level of challenge. Yeah. Because I know your dual bosses. It's the Hydra and I can't remember the other one. Not the Hydra. It's not even a Hydra. It's a snake, which was I think Wrath. Not a Hydra. Okay, so 4 separate levels. Okay. Is it still what you showed in the vertical slice? Or quite a lot different to what you showed in the vertical slice? Because your one was you go through like these cities and stuff and you go around kill the skeletons and shit. Still a lot of that, or not so much that? Like a lot of changes? Somehow got out of animating. Yeah. Idle, walk, run, fidget, turns 2, character select would be really cool. This is what I've been trying to get my friend to do at some point. My friend Amy. Get her to do a character select, because I think she'd do a really good job at that. But just like for fun. An attack 1, attack 2, 3 attacks, interesting. An ultimate will be really cool. Do that snake though. Jump, death. I forgot if there are others, yeah. Nice, it's got a lot. Very similar, but a lot of adjustments. Oh, okay. What if I don't want to? I know. Well, you got more than enough on your plate, Amy, so I'm aware of that. I just think you do a really good job at it, is all. Big Pickle Snake is amazing. What do we want to have done? I think I want us to have pretty much the whole game done before GDC. Which sounds like a lot, but it is achievable. So good aim. I think you do a really good job at it as well. Because I think it is achievable. It just depends on when it's due, right? Like, when do we have to have the build? If the build has to be done before the end of the holidays, then we'll probably have that done. I can't imagine why we wouldn't. At the current stage we are at. We've almost finished set dressing Act 3. It's just about implementing Act 3 and then implementing the horror stuff and then implementing the end. But implementing Act 3 will be really easy and probably shouldn't take more than a week. The end is quite a lot, so that would probably take a couple of days to a week. And then the horror stuff is just going to be periodical. Like, it'll just keep going, but there's no, like, end to that, really. Legit, I said, damn that snake there during the trailing car, not to me. It's a loud gulp. Yeah, I got no clue about that one. And we haven't been told anything about that, which is kind of would usually be something I would be concerned about. But then I'm also not too bothered. At the end of the day, if we run out of time, we'll just cut off the section. And we'll just leave it open-ended. Because our game, a little bit of a spoiler, is going to end very open-endedly, is all I can say. So, I'm not too bothered how the end of this goes. But yeah, the build will... I don't know much about that one, honestly. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with this as it is now, so I'm just going to do the final changes, really. So, the anchor point to that. Let's run a... It all depends on that, otherwise we just cut off, like in our prototype, we just cut off the amount of stuff we added. So it's just, oh, you could only complete this much. What the fuck is this? Could be concerning. We can always just cut off the final door at the end and say to be continued. Defeating gluttony and greed. Who does the most amount of work on your team, Ruben? That's really cool, actually. What the fuck? Yes, you can kill the chickens walking around in here. Always you, really? Not anybody else for this? This one. Get told off for working too much. Yeah, because you guys do a competition. Hey, this is a different story. For the most part, it's pretty evenly spread. The other three artists keeping tabs on me if I wrote too much, they'd tell me to stop. We don't have too many issues, honestly, on our side. I think we had a bit of a dip last week. It was because I had a thing to go to. I had a WAF. I had to go get a WAF for my car, which it was just when the meeting was meant to start, so we didn't really do anything until like 11:30 or something. But outside of that, that was probably the only thing. I think most of us get to around 30 something hours, 32. Depends on the week. Some weeks we got more, some weeks we got less. And then Arnold is always crazy hours. Waff waff. What do we get for this one? Arnold must have had an off week. He had like 40 hours. Yeah, he did. His off week is 40 hours. That was funny. He had to reduce the amount of time that he was spending on that. This week he wanted to have a couple breaks. Scared of the dip. Bro. Not gonna drop hours this week because we're a portfolio, but I'm scared to not go. Just get 28 to 30, then there's me, yeah. Blah blah blah. Really? I mean, we don't have to hit 32 hours. I think that was like the key thing that I got from everything. You don't have to hit 32 hours. Like, as long as you're not consistently getting like 24 or under, you're probably fine. So my off week was 26 hours, but most weeks I had about 32. Because I call it, right? We only work, really, 3 days a week. And we've just aligned everything so it perfectly matches 3 days a week. And that's all we gotta do. Which means weekends we can spend on the other assessments. That's kind of the way that we run. Yeah. Because if you can get it within a couple of days, that's kind of all you gotta do. Otherwise you just stress yourself out. I think I think that was a key thing. You guys' team is crazy. Good old Monday, Wednesday, Friday is exactly what we're doing. The lock-in days. Apart from Tuesday, which Tuesday's the fucky day. today's the fucky day because you have to have the stupid meeting with the lecturers, which I am hit or miss on the meetings with the teachers on the Tuesdays because they never have enough time. It's so stupid. Our meetings with the lecturers are generally not amazing. It depends on the day. Because what happened for like the first probably 5 meetings with the lecturers, it was just like, oh, let's run through the game and see what you guys have done. But then every single time, because our game's reasonably long, it just ends. Every single time. It gets to the riddle puzzle, and then they have to stop. Because there's not enough time to play test everything. And then, so anything that was like anything further into the game never got tested by the lecturers. I think all of Alpha. We only got testing feedback and like reviews and stuff to the first probably like 5 minutes of the game. It never got past that. It's so... The stupid meetings, to me, are just so stupid. Yeah. Because every single time we come in, we see the same thing from you guys as well. It's just like, oh, it's too hard. And then it's always at the one boss fight, Greed and Wrath or whatever you said it was. So... yeah. And then on top of it, it's just at such an annoying time. Like, today, it was at 10 for us, 10:50. I couldn't work in the morning, because by the time that I go in and do something, I get less than like 2 hours of work, really. And then... so then there's no real point. And then there's no point after the meeting as well, because there's not enough time. It's like, what do I do? In terms of literally going into work. So I end up just doing a little bit of this. But then you only end up getting like, what? A little bit of work, and then you have to stop and do the meeting with the lecturers, and then you always talk after the meeting with the lecturers about feedback that you receive, which ends up taking a bunch of time. And then you get to the end and you're just like, great. I've done like nothing. And so when I would have been able to get a real easy 8 hours on the stupid assessment, you end up only getting like 6 hours or something because everything ends up getting broken up. It's so frustrating to me. I'm pretty happy with this. I don't think I really got to change too much. We have made legit lecturer difficulty. I'm not surprised. We haven't needed to do too much. It's just they just never got anywhere further, and so we kind of got lucky because Augie tested the game for the alpha. So Augie at least had some more stuff to provide today. So there was that at least. But some of the stuff we might change, some of the stuff we might not change based off of the feedback as well. It all depends on the time and what we value spending our time on. The mentor meetings are good with Fraser. He always provides so much stuff. Like, let me see. Of the playtesting feedback we got, so I need to do more write-up, but is it meeting minutes maybe? This is like, look at this. This is all from one playtesting feedback from Fraser. That's first week, and then we got this week. So this was yesterday morning. All of this feedback. Oh wait, never mind. What was this? Mental feedback. When did we get an extra mental feedback? Oh no, never mind. This was the Monday. And then we got the feedback from earlier today. And then we're probably going to scrap a lot of these things. But, it's always giving you such good feedback. I took them the most. Oh, really? I know, but then again, I don't really ask for feedback that often. Outside of like Fraser, occasionally. Really want to adjust this. I think this needs some stuff. Ah, what am I doing? We need to get playtesting feedback, I think. This week we're gonna go get playtesting feedback. Then a new testing session. You'll miss the VFX boy on our team. Why are you the VFX person on the team? Was that by choice or nobody else really wanted to do it? I'm gonna quickly go to the bathroom, I think. Is that a choice though? Of interest? You had the most knowledge, nobody else really wanted to do it. Oh, really? Did you guys have like 4 artists? It's crazy. I guess everyone's doing all the models and stuff. And there's not much to do in the meantime, then that sort of makes sense though. I sort of thought, what? Why is that not doing anything? What are these bakes? Like, what? Fair enough. I mean, to be honest, all the VFX stuff in Unreal is not too bad. 1 modeler, 2 texture artists, -2D artists, then 1 person that does the animations. Really? I feel like I'd kind of hate that. How do you guys find the time to have 2 texture artists? Unless you have a lot of 2D art that goes in. Like, I feel like I just wouldn't have enough to do, you know what I mean? I'm gonna get, like, nothing that's gonna be happy about this. This is disappointing me. You have a lot of 2D art, oh really? Interesting. I would have thought you guys would have had a lot of models that are required. Why don't you guys do a 2D game? That's my question. I feel like you guys probably would have almost done a bit better with a 2D game. 2D requires significantly less work, and you guys have some really good 2D artists on your team. I almost would have felt if you guys did like your standard Metroidvania or some silly thing like that, you probably would have done something. I feel like that would have been, you guys would have gotten a pretty damn cool result out of that. I do a lot of the admin technical stuff since the rest of them do the... Yeah. Why is this not doing anything? Am I stupid? I am. What was I doing? Evidently the wrong thing. Your modeler is a pro. Who's your modeler? Lee or someone else that I'm not aware of? Do you ask help with the models? Yeah. Help with the models when there's nothing. Yeah. Caitlyn, oh really? I haven't seen much of Caitlyn's stuff, to be honest. Outside of the stuff in the 3D prop, the occasional thing here. Caitlyn and I are doing somewhat similar-ish stuff. With, well, just in general, really, to be honest. Maybe Caitlyn's copying me. Huh. Wouldn't be surprised. That's crazy. Red-handed. I'm gonna do a green and then cool it for this. Portfolio class seems really easy. I don't know if I should be thinking otherwise. For you, or just in general? In general, yeah. Oh, I think it depends. I think it depends on what you're doing, right? I think some people have got a lot going for them. Hey, Jake Testic. How's it going, Chief? Ex-bestie. Just like, do that shit and submit. I think it depends on what you do, right? Like, I think I was very close to over scoping my thing, and then I feel like I've done like the perfect job. I think I've chosen genuinely the perfect model that I can do. That's hard, and it's going to give me a well-detailed model, while also like it's going to take enough time to the point where I'm not like sitting here being done into silver, but also I can just keep adding. Like, if I wanted to, I could probably spend the next 3-4 weeks working on more and more and more details, but I'm probably just going to call it into silver, really, for model-wise. But there's just so much that I could be doing here, and that I'm just cutting back on. So it's just really about where you call it. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with this. Let me save this. What are you up to, Jake-tastic Gaming, YT? Don't need a height, don't need a massive, we do need occlusion. I do dislike having to do occlusion, because I generally bake occlusion into everything. It just seems like a bit of a waste. Okay, I still think all of this is a bit of a waste. Why do we have to do so many different texture exports, when realistically, if you're not baking the textures, you're wasting your time? It is one of those things, right? Like, oh, okay, so to reduce the draw calls, we're using all these trims and atlas details, but then we're also having 6 draw calls, or like 6 texture calls, for every single material. It's not each, they're not each their own, I don't think, draw call, but still, a lot of draw, like all these, like, I don't know, having 6 textures is not optimized, especially when it's 6 4K textures if you're doing 4K. I'd rather do like 2 normal models at 2K than do like 1 4K or something with 6 materials, and it's probably the same amount of performance loss. To figure out designer. Oh, you're finally doing designer, Jacob. What are you doing? Are you doing your tiling or something? Your tileable texture. I think I'm gonna finish off this thingy and then I'll call the stream. I'll finish off my chest that I was working on and then I'll call it. And then I think, oh, I don't know, sometime maybe tomorrow or something, I'll see if I can make another model. I think I want by the end of this week to have all the models and all the stuff done. You never learned designer, you always followed a tutorial. I generally follow a tutorial, but it depends on what I'm doing, right? I'm making realistic assets, right? So I could make the textures themselves. Like, I know enough designer to the point where I can make most things that I need to make in designer myself. But then if I see a tutorial and the tutorial is like exactly what I want, am I probably gonna get as good as that tutorial? Probably not. So it's like, oh, I'll just follow a tutorial because this is like, you know what I mean? I know this is what the end result is gonna be. But I'm pretty good at designer, I'd say. Like, I can do good stuff if I put my time and effort into it. It's just, I could get better results by following the tutorials. As for realism, I think, if I got, because realism, you need to cool it, right? I'm not gonna spend, like, I could probably spend another 2 hours on texturing this. I feel like that'd be such a waste of time. It's the same thing, right? If I follow a tutorial, then I can kind of just cool it somewhere, I think. Stone tile working. Stone tile should be easy. Use a brick generator, probably. Or, there's like 2 really good ways, depending on how you want to go. These are really cool. There's 2 really good ones that you can use. Sure, whatever. Carpet. Here, run this. Wait. This is from last year. So we got brick generator. And with this, you can do most of your stuff for tiles. So if you want squares, for example, you can just do that. And then just change all the scaling and everything. You can go there, adjust the bevel, these sorts of things. Smoothness, maybe you want real smooth. Around the corners, these sorts of things. You can do quite a lot with this. This is really good for tile, those sorts of things. Or, I think it's a wish, what's it called? That's with an H. The other one... Here's the thing. I closed the thing because I don't want the library up. Then the library is like the only way that you can search for every single thing. Oh, you need to spend more time, Jacob, when we're learning it all. And become like the base designer knowledge. A lot of them are simple. It's just, you know, knowing roughly where everything is. Like you got tile, sampler, run a pattern, shape. You can go something like this. Just about knowing what each thing is. Probably run like a clouds or something. Get some like breakup or something. My stuff isn't set up properly. What is going on? What? I don't have AI on that. That's what's confusing me. You see, you got some real basic stuff, and then you can start doing some actual details for tiles. What is the other one? I thought it was called Wishbone, but it's called something else. This is the cool one. You can get some real cool stuff with this. I hate bringing up the library though. I don't call it a fish, fucking Wishbone. Yeah. Alright. What is the thing that I'm looking for? What is this? How did I drag this out? As long as it doesn't save, I don't care. If it does save, then I'm cooked. Patterns. Is it here? Oh, there's a weave thing. Arc. Oh, so it's called Arc. Arc is the other one that's really, really good. And you can start doing some real crazy stuff with these. You can do like patterns and stuff. These are cool. Yeah, need to Yeah. Let me just double check that that didn't save my fucking changes, because... Oh, it's gonna be pain. Yeah. Oh. Oh, it's here. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's right, Jacob. Way better. Fuck Toby's game. That one stinks. You know what, Jacob? Fine then. I think your game is even worse than my game then. That my one stinks. Your one's stinkier. This guy is like, please, let me voice act. I'll do anything. We're gonna go home. Hey, you guys have a safe trip back? Abe? We've been kicked out. Hope you don't take too long, and yeah. Have a good one. Thanks for popping by, Chief. Alright, let's see if we can go to my chest that I was doing. Oh, here we go. I didn't save it for a second, I was about to crash out. No? Okay. Is this the UV'd one? It is not the UV'd one. I need to muck around with these. Voice actor in our game because there's Zoe. Interesting. I haven't heard the fighting sounds. How far through are you guys with your Steam page setup? It's the gist of it, yeah. I'm so bummed we have to do these stupid things. Really hope we did as high a voice actor, otherwise I cry. I think you're doing fine though, Jacob. This guy Jacob, he stinks. Really? What do you guys have left? Oh really? You guys already done all that stuff? No waiting around, huh? Oh, why is it every single time a bloody horizontal one? Vertical one. I always go for the vertical. Fuck me, I keep getting mixed up. I always go for the bloody horizontal, and it always is vertical. Oh, fine. So frustrating. Okay. No, I'll do this here. I'll do this here. Like, do I do this here or do I do this in the Horizon? But I feel like I should probably just do it here. Small fee of $1 million. Would you guys rather see? Would you rather see what I'm doing here? Or would you rather see me adjusting the UVs? Just need to add one more picture to the description. Oh, have you guys done all the... Oh, you guys are doing temp stuff or do you have all the capsule stuff done? So... Neon white music. I'd never have to trim shit again, yeah. I wanna, like, here's the thing, okay? I think I'm just gonna overhaul all of these. Better look into your wonderful eyes. Maybe I'll move my camera then, huh? Have all the capture stuff done. Oh, yeah. We're getting all that done right now. Machine girl. Okay. We could go for more of the same, or we could go different wood texture for these. Thoughts? I feel like I should keep it consistent though, no? Then do I go for this? Alright, unique. Do different, yeah, maybe. Being unique is okay. Debatable. Debatable. What's this even doing now? I can't remember why I did all these, because some of these you're not even going to see. Speed. Okay, I'm only doing this because we have to. I'm that much of a hater. I just am not a fan of these things. Seems to be an unfortunate seam there. Seam, but I again, I'm just not very much of a fan I am of those. Oh no, I'll get the rest of it done. Can I dock this? How do you split? Oh. Oh. Let me crush out! I think I'm just gonna dock it here for now. Oh, here we go. Okay. Well, what do I do? There's the blender. The Ryzen. This is what I got. This is what I got for Ryzen. What? Okay. Some crazy detail there. What are these? Oh, that's a... I never unfolded that. Oopsies. Not that it really matters, but... Good thing I did that then. That and that. I don't know how I missed this one. There, I'm not too bothered. Oh man. Okay, we got this one. Almost done. I mean, this is alright. I think I just really want to now just overhaul a lot of stuff now I got more textures to work with. Because I just wanna hit, like, here's the thing. Here's what I hate about all this. This is only on my portfolio until the submission is done. You know? And then I would just be retexturing all of these, you know what I mean? I don't want to deal with some shitty fucking stuff. Like, all this looks poo. Like, this is fine and all, but it is very much like... I'm just losing a lot of detail. That's the thing. Like, it's kind of cool doing all this stuff, but it's just like, you miss all the baked detail. All of it is gone, man. I want my baked detail. I don't know. Like, this is not going on my website. I don't know. I don't mind showing on my ArtStation because I don't care about my ArtStation. But this is not going on my website. You know what I mean? Going on the website. What are you doing for your portfolio, Ruben? Pick my globe was the only one I hand textured in Substance. That looks somewhat decent. Yeah, that's decent. I did see that one. That was pretty cool. Just think, I don't mind that, but at the same time, I feel like it feels a little disjointed. If I went like that, I just feel like that just feels a bit nicer. It'd be like me and make a red-tastic website. I need to overhaul mine. Mine depends on it. If I... Let me do something actually. Don't make mine. It's... You don't want to know. I wouldn't recommend doing it the same way that I did it. Let's put it that way. Not for this assessment. Maybe in your own time, sure. Thank you. I'll give you an insider. I can tell you if you really want to know how I went about it, but it's not worth it, especially for this assessment. Because I spent, bear in mind, I would probably say it took me over a month to get it actually functional. Not because it was, not because of stuff, it's just, some of it is explained not well, and there's a lot of problem solving you're going to have to do. And then it's hosting it onto a domain. Nothing's going to help you with that. You just got to get that. It's 52, and you'll see all of these are just fixing issues. Still trying to fix issue. On the right path, because it was not working. None of these were working. I need to double check. Yeah, my favoricon's working. Okay, that's good. All of this, like, when I'm saying maybe fixed issues, yeah. And stuff like that. So, a lot of just doing mumbo jumbo. So, if you want, maybe use something like, I don't know, anything else, really, for the assessment. If you want to get your domain and get all that sorted and then start using a website designer, you could probably do that. Or, like, if you don't mind spending money, something like Wix is really simple. Wix kind of stinks if you want to go for free, though. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know, up to you. You could use the Google sites that I used to use. Do you remember them? That was functional. The Google sites I just didn't really like. It's fine if you're just trying to, like, for what we do for this assessment, Google sites is fine. I just wouldn't do it for personal. Like, if you're trying to get a job, right? Don't do it this way. But it was simple enough, yeah. But then again, I think they like allow you, if you want to do like an ArtStation, you can just use an ArtStation or one of these sorts of things. It's just, I feel like You know what I mean? It's just nice to have something that's like mine, and then I can customize it to my own thing. Like, ArtStation was so limiting and stuff like that. And something that I don't have, that I'm not really doing here, but if what I can do, right, is, here's something cool. Like, let's say I don't want to show, for example, like, something that I'm debating taking off, for example, is this wooden cup. I think it's, like, out of date, right? Yeah. So, let's just say I don't like this thing, right? So, we've got my website. Something that I can do, right, is go into projects. And let me just go... This is not a comment, but it's just not going to link properly, I don't believe. It is going to link properly. Why is it linking properly? Maybe I can just remove it. They're going to fix it? Okay, for some reason that worked. That really shouldn't have worked. But it did. And something like that. So, behind the scenes, I still have the thing. It's just not linked, which is very, very good, in my opinion. Something like this is so good. You can't do this with ArtStation, unless you pay ArtStation money, I think. Right? Or you can have the featured tab, but then you can't set featured tab to be the starting one that people go onto, unless you send them the featured tab link, but then it's like a whole bunch of extra URL stuff. So all this stuff, I don't know. ArtStation kind of burnt me a little. This means that I can have like my own hidden thing. So if I want to share stuff, I can do that on Motojumbo. And you can see it's all like self-hosted onto my PC. Guys, quick! Steal my website! You just go to this link! Like it finds it. Yeah, no. Stuff like that. There's just so much. That's what I was wanting. I just want to be able to have all that control and stuff. But you could. There's probably better stuff. If you want to know, mine's off of I think Thomas Butters. You know, Pilgrim, Art of Pilgrim. He has a website thing, but it's through GitHub and it's all code, sort of stuff. He's made it as less codey as possible, but behind the scenes it is still code, and so you're gonna run into astronomical issues if you do anything wrong. Like. Here's something, right? So something that was really frustrating me earlier today that I was doing is I was setting up Amy's recommendation that she gave me. And as you'll see, I have a publicly hosted thing. And then this is something I can get the profile picture. Now, something that I also have is like some things require a relative link, so I can actually have local images. But then as you'll see, the local image won't work. Okay, well maybe I'm going to send the actual whole path. Let's try the whole path. And I'm going through every single thing. So every single other thing works perfectly fine with this. Obviously not working. Okay, because like, for example, if I go to like my productions, right? Like the companies I've worked for, right? We look at what those are. See? Relative links. It all works. Now, some things, for example, if I go to these medias, they just require the name. Okay. So let's just do the name then. Grab the name. And then go to recommendations. Let's link the name. Oh. Doesn't link. Stuff like that where it's just like, oh. You have to spend so much time problem solving. One thing I could try though is if I went here, went into there, would it link? The other thing, though, could be if it's placed in here. Sometimes some of them have to be in a specific folder. But yeah, this is why I would tell you not to do it, because you got all this stuff that is such a pain. No problem solving. Yeah, none of those worked. So that's what I say. So now these ones, I have to host them, and then how you host them, I've only got this one website to work, hostimage.com. So yeah, yep. So unless you're willing to spend like 4 months, what's this? Yeah, Copilot. So yeah, unless you're willing to spend like 4 months, well, okay, it didn't really take me 4 months, but I've been working on it for 4 months. I'd say the setting it up to my domain took a couple of days. But although that might have been because I was going from an old domain, so half of it was trying to get it to link to the new domain, and not new domain, but new. It was hosted via Google Sites, and I had to somehow get it to change, and then one to stop working, and I don't know. It was such a pain. And then actually getting everything to work and then know what does what is such a pain. So I don't know. I'd be intrigued to see what everyone else does, honestly. I want to know if anybody else hosts websites. I've seen a couple people host I think I've seen, of our year, I think I've seen only one person host a website. Outside of myself. I think there was a Theo. I think. That's the only one that I know of. It's like publicly showing that they're hosting a website. Otherwise, I think you can do like those cards, like CAARD or something, or CARRD, or one of those things. Those card things also work, I think. Yeah. So that means that you'll be extra cool if you do it at self-hosted website. I just think self-hosted is a bit website. It's a bit more professional than trying to get a job, of course. It's like, I just go, search up my name.com. CAARD. I think I've seen some people do that. I've got no clue how viable it is for this stuff, though. What we gotta do. Do you have any portfolio stuff, Amy? I debate overhauling. I think I will. That's mid. Fair. Otherwise, Wix is pretty good, but Wix is also such a pain. Some of these template things are so painful as well. I don't know. There's no easy way to do it, really. If you use a template... Okay, for one, Wix does everything it can to get you guys to use its AI, and its AI is poo. So I wouldn't use that. What am I looking for, Marmoset? But it does a job as a portal, yeah. Ruben, are you still paying for the education Marmoset, or did you buy Marmoset? I really need a shadow catcher anymore. I'm so surprised that not more people are, like, you know what I mean? I'm surprised that not many people are using Marmoset. Literally just you and me, Ruben. You bought that bad boy. Oh, did you get 5 or you're on 4? Oh, it's because everything's been lifted, isn't it? So you're on 5 or you're on 4? Because 5 is really good, but if you don't have 5, that's fair enough. He had a group again. Okay, so you can group, yeah. He's still on 4, you have to double check. If you had 5, 5 is so good. I just would constantly highlight. Guides. I remember. Yeah. I would recommend if you got some money laying around and you want Absolute Beast, get 5. I'm on 5. I paid the money to get 5. And I say it is worth it. Even now, honestly. I think it's very good. I can run you through what 5 offers if you're interested. Five's the new one. 5 released a little bit ago, but if you have 4, you get a discount on 5. Well, I don't know. If you're only using it for adding stuff, then maybe 5 isn't worth it. But I'll run you through it. Hold on 1 second. I'll run you through 5 and then I'll end stream. I'm sure you know this. This one's always really cool. I always like this one. You can always just drag and drop these and it applies all of them. That's a great time saver. That's cool. Alright, I'm gonna have to... I think some of these scalings and stuff are a little bit off, but otherwise it's fine. Okay, well, okay. Somebody accidentally did the wrong thing. Okay. I'll run you through everything that 5 offers. Okay, so how much do you know that about what you can do in Marmoset Toolbag already? Like, so you obviously know, obviously it's for rendering your scenes and stuff like that, and then you can do the viewer, right? You know what I mean? Like, export as a viewer. But you know about the baking, and you know about texturing and stuff? So, a fair amount, yeah. So if you're not aware, I'm just going to reiterate just in case you aren't aware. The best texturing and the best baking program, like program for baking, out of any program is Marmoset. You got the most control and the best stuff for baking in Marmoset. Do I use it that often? No. But that's solely because we have a very specific workflow that we're using for our game. And so, because everyone else is using Painter, I sort of have to use it. And I can't be bothered. Like, you know what I mean? If I'm only spending like an hour on texturing, I don't want to spend long. But if we're, like, for example, for what we're doing for this, for like my cannon, I would probably use the baker here, because I need to get a really good bake. So there's that. Now that's nothing new. The baker has been really good in 4 as well. However, the 2 things that I think are offered here is now, as of now, there's low to low. So you can do low to low normally, you just have to duplicate the asset. So if I wanted to bake, for example, like this, I just go like low. I think you can go like, go low to low. Interactive. I'm not too sure how this is going to work because I got all this stuff set up. Let me just go. And then you got interactive. So one thing that 5 offers is an interactive baker, which means it's baking real time. Like it's so I can make an adjustment and it updates real time. Now they did change this, so let me figure out where they changed this. Here you go, result. It's cause I got all the overlaying stuff. If I wasn't doing the stupid things, then yeah, it'd be fine. But maybe I can do, what can I do? Here we go, these. Let me do a vase. The vase isn't overlapping. I kind of forgot about that. We don't want 2 vases. Maybe this is fine. There we go. Let's test this. That will be going. Result. There you go. So we got all the stuff there now. Oh, that's really cool. It's actually got the normal. Why is that? I don't know that happened. I don't know if this is just the way that it's done. Okay, so it's linked. No. Whoa, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. This is what... Okay, side note. I didn't realize that this could happen. I don't know if 4 does this as well. I just didn't know that this was a thing. This is what I think Matt was talking about. How you can, like, pass through normal maps. And it takes a normal map from your what you're doing and doing this. This is, like, bear in mind, this is a flat thing, right? Like, this isn't, it's not like a high poly or anything. I don't got that detail. I'm not too sure how it got there. I didn't know that you could do that. I'm not too sure how it's getting that, to be honest. I don't know what sort of magic it's doing there. Maybe I'm stupid and it's like just stealing the normal map or something. I don't know enough about that, actually. I don't know what the fuck happened. It's just working, I guess. Okay. That was unexpected. Anyway, and then the next thing... Oh, well, I guess I can show this. The next thing is 4 texturing was okay in Marmoset, but now there's a lot more that you can do for texturing. Texturing's a lot better. So I add a texture project and then I go link it here and go texture. So for one, as you probably are aware, there's a heap of materials and stuff, which is already good. This is why this is good. So if I was doing my own stuff, I've done some stuff, right? It's quite good. So maybe we have like a terracotta that I could use, for example. So to run like a terracotta. I'm running this at 4K and I'm downloading something which is probably not like the go-to way of doing this. Be like a terracotta. Once this loads, I'm just gonna do 2K because we don't really need 4K for showing off. Another terracotta, but what do we have? We got some smart materials and stuff. I think some really cool stuff. So this is the same as Substance Painter. Then as you start getting some, you can start getting some really cool stuff going on. That's pretty cool. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. This is cool. Let me check this out. That one's kind of cool. So this is all free. You don't need the bloody Adobe subscription. Ooh, let me check this one out. Sorry, I'm just getting sidetracked, but I just want to check this out. Oh, that's kind of cool. It loads. There we go. Yeah, there's a lot. Then there's oh, it's the same. It's the same deal. It's just a little bit slightly different. So, and mask. That's that. Dust is quite a lot. So let me. How much are we using here? There we go, that's pretty cool. you know. Alright, let me see. Because I'm not going to go through this because I think that's a bit of a waste of time when I can show actual examples. Let me see if I can go. What's something that I've textured here? There's a cauldron, but oh, here's something. Okay, this is something that I did. I'll show a couple examples of things that I've done in here, texturing wise. So there's a lot more texturing stuff, and maybe there's something here that I can show that provides a lot. It was this. This is all textured in here. And so yeah, like you can get really good textures here, which is something that I've done here, for example. Let me just go new camera or something. It's like something here. This is all baked and textured in here. You can get some really good stuff. So this is just using these stuff here. And start getting some real cool stuff, so you can sort of start seeing some of the details that I did there. Some of it's hard to see because some of it will be to like between the leaves and stuff. It's educational. It's a statue. What was another thing that I did here? Dawnwalker. I think this brooch here was as well. Amy, close your eyes. So not all of this is to do with 5, but there's a lot more. If you like texturing in Substance Painter and use Substance Painter, there's some crazy stuff that's offered here. Why is this? Oh, because I don't have the right thing linked. Hold on. So this, for example, as well is textured here. So some of my stuff here, you know, this is textured. So this is all baked here as well. Baked and textured, and you can see here once again, same deal. You can sort of see what I'm doing. It's just using these, and there's just so much to go that you can go through. So these are your smart materials. These are your normal materials. Any material that you want, you know, patterns, stencils, brushes. And then now we're getting some really cool stuff. I don't know. Let me see if I can give an example here of something that we got. This is something that actually comes in 5 first. Oh, and okay, and here's another one. Here's another one. You've seen this probably. This is also textured in Marmoset. So it's just, I'm just showing that there's actually quite a lot that you can go here. What's the anchor model? Oh no, sorry. It's a what do you call it? It's a brooch for a game. It's what do you call it? Fan art of something. Yeah, here we go. This is another thing. So this is fully textured here, and you can see all that I've done here. So this is obviously quite a lot of stuff, but you can sort of see. Oh, but not all of it's really here. Let me go. Got a green variant, and I made some adjustments and stuff. And I got a natural variant. So a lot of really cool stuff and details, and you get some really good textures here. You upload it somewhere for a it's uploaded onto my website, but it's not like anything fancy. It's just that one was a bit of a fun project. It's just a fan art thing, you know what I mean? Let me see if I can show something cool. There's the new decals. These are really cool, actually. Hold on. Let me just double check. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, your decal vector. Check this out. Check this out. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this working. Check this out. Oops. How do I do this? Hold on. I haven't used this stuff before. And Marmoset actually updates. Yeah, it does update. Okay, let me see if I can figure this one out. It's been so long since I've done this. That's probably like the one big, probably the biggest thing. Let me. Is it? No. Hold on. There's something that I want to show, but I've forgotten. It's been a while since I've thought about this. Is it? No. I have something in mind. Yeah, they just released a new update that I was testing for ages. Fix my UVs. No, there's nothing wrong with my UVs. This is just my normal map though. Actually, there's nothing that I can show really. This isn't even auto UVs. I don't have anything left. Let me see if I can... Oh, how do I do it though? Is it a Here's the thing. I can't remember where it is that I'm actually trying to find. Let me go onto the website. I just show it the other way. Oh, I mean, oh, okay. Maybe I don't do that. Let me show this though. Alright, let me show this instead. Ooh, they're doing some other stuff now. Whoa, this is new. Hold on. I don't know that they added this up. Oh, what is this pen? I've never used that pen before. What the fuck is that? There you go. Hold on. It's been so long since I've done this. Let me just delete these. There we go. Edit shapes. Sketch. And I believe... Is this it? Cube. It's a solid. It's one of these. I'm just trying to remember what it is. I've done something weird. Gosh. Actually, the website. I need to remember. I haven't done this in so long. Oopsies. Oh, let's see. Mm-mm. 5.2. I think this was coming out in 5.2. So Ruben, this is what we got. This is what I was trying to show. These tile strips. Look at this. I can't remember where it was. So it's 3D tube. I think I just didn't have the actual mask itself set up. Here we go. You got all these. Oh, so it's like a line. Okay. I was evidently doing it wrong. So they added all these. Very, very cool. Yeah. I'll run through. So this is just the last update. This came out maybe a week ago. So they added low-to-low baking, which before what you just had to duplicate the thing. Decal layers. So you can add decal layering, really, because they didn't have decal layering. There's only one thing though that they're missing. But this isn't what I was trying to show. This is what it is. Decal projection. What was I missing? Decal solid. I think I didn't put it in solid. I think that's what I was doing. Look at this. So you can make your own decals here. So decal, it has to be... Yeah, so I had it in here. I think I forgot to stick it into tube mode. I mean, into solid mode, sorry. Oh, never mind. I just never tried that, I guess. Yeah, look at these. So you can make your own decal here. And so I've seen like a lot of really cool stuff here. Very cool. You can make your own decals. There's of course a smudge tool, and this is better than, this is really cool. Like this is significantly better than what Painter offers. So, unironically, this is like genuinely becoming an actual competitor to Painter. The tile strips, which I showed already. Tube mode for paint layers. Oh yeah, I remember. This sort of... So you can start doing some real cool stuff. This is on obviously a plane, so this isn't just making mesh. Okay, but very cool. This is anchor point stuff. This is just anchor point stuff. So you can effectively take like the albedo and then turn it into like a mask or something, for example, or the normal map. This is sort of like the anchor points, except maybe a little bit more. I don't know how anchor points works in the thing, but you can choose whether you want to take it from the albedo, the roughness, metalness, normal, these sorts of things. Whereas normally when you do anchor points, it's just like the whole thing. Sync points, which is the anchor points really. So I'm not gonna bother that with that one. Ray trace fog, nothing. These are cool, but it's just you know what I mean. It's more of the same. Pop editor, custom, yeah, very very cool. But that's okay. That's not even it though. Hold on. Because what did they do for 5.01? Oh, this was 5. So this is what 5 came with. So this is what 5 came with. And so I was testing this for a while. If you had this for a while, you wouldn't actually been able to test it. So now you can do UDIM straight in. Of course, this is just showing baking. So if you want to do UDIMs, you can do UDIMs. It's very cool. There's texturing as well. This is just, there's interactive baking. So before, this is the same as well, right? You cannot do this in Painter. There is no interactive baking. You have to bake it every single time. This, it bakes real time. So see, we got some baking issues, for example. Adjust the cage, update. That's very, very good. This thing, I've struggled to actually get to work properly because I haven't put enough time into figuring out. Some things you need to figure out, like it's not like a... Some things do require a little bit of a setup. So you can do like a bevel baking, as you can see. So these are both low polys, right? This is the mesh itself. But he's baking a bevel onto it all. Very cool. So you can see that before. Oh, I don't think they show the after, unfortunately. Texturing wise, of course, the UDIMs, as I mentioned, or multiple texture set support. There's the vector layers, which this is just this is just the draw tool. I mean, not the draw tool. The what do you call it? You know the one. This is what recently came to Painter as well. Very cool. Very cool. So yeah, a lot that you can do with that, of course. Very cool. Sync points, which is just anchor points. So it's a sync point. And so you can see all these details that he's added. It's being synced in. So it's just anchor points really there. So I need to actually start using some of those when I do it. What is this? Oh, generate missing. This is a nothing burger. This is very helpful though. So it just means that if you're missing something, it can generate it. So you can generate a curvature from a normal map and these things. Yeah. So if you just if you're missing, if you download something from Sketchfab, you can generate these extra maps if it's something like real shitty. So that's pretty cool. Carve groups, these things, I struggle to get this one. Yeah, this is why I start actually like trying to sell people on Marmoset Toolbag now because there's a lot. This thing, you know what I mean? This thing is a little bit hard. I've never really found the greatest use for this, but I am aware it's very, very cool. I think it's good. I've seen some good uses for it, but it sort of just saves time. This just saves time. For me, I just like doing it manually, just keep adjusting them manually, but that one just saves you a bit of time. What was this? Clone tool? Oh, this one's really cool. Check this one out. There's like Photoshop. So you can just clone details using the like the clone stamp. That's pretty cool, eh? And so you can take like actual like texture detail and stuff as well. That's very cool. I don't know, I can't say that I've used some of these things. I won't bother showing that one because this one's a hard thing to explain. There's just anisotropic direction mapping, so it's quite subtle in what it does. It just adds the correct anisotropic. So if you're doing if you're trying to do like brushing, like you've done like with a steel brush, right? And you scratch something in circles and stuff, you can paint the anisotropic direction of that. It's not just brush. Oh, this one's pretty cool as well. Color readjustment. So you just choose the color and then you can readjust it. This one's pretty good. This is just like an HSL kind of thing though, but you got a bit of tolerance and stuff that you can adjust. So that's kind of cool. But for most of these sorts of things, I just use like an HSL or something. I can't remember if Marmoset has an HSL thing for it. You have to double check. There's just some improvements, Oh, yeah, rendering, of course, there's rendering for UDIM, which is good. Hybrid, I probably wouldn't use. I just don't use this one, to be honest. It's just a middle point between raster and ray traced. But I have no issues with ray traced at the moment. Material layering is pretty cool, but you probably wouldn't use this. I don't use it. You can just use mask to muck around with material layering, really. So you just use mask to generate specific things. Do you use vertex? Dory! You can use height to mask it, or a literal mask. The bevel shader, which I already showed. Dory. You back home, Chief? That's pretty cool. This is more in action, I guess. The other one was sort of like for baking, but this is, you can see in action. That beveling, which is very cool. Yeah. Hell yeah. Glad to hear it, Dory. How you doing, Chief? Oh, this was pretty cool. You'd maybe like this, Reuben. There's like full-on groom stuff. I don't know. Maybe you can remake your character you did. The monkey! The Marmoset monkey. Here! Yes, please. Oh, and this one's really cool as well. Reuben, check this one out. Okay, I can actually show this one. This is a really cool thing. Oh, let me show this one. This one is really cool. No, I don't care. If I go... So this one's really cool. So, okay. You get, like, a high poly object, right? You get a high poly object, and you don't want to... You can't really be bothered UVing and stuff, right? This is really good for if you're doing, CAD stuff and whatnot. I don't know. There's a lot of uses for it. So, we've got a new material. What I can do, right? Let's check this out. So now, okay, this obviously doesn't work for smart materials and stuff. But let's go, like, checkerboard. Right? What I can do is watch. Boom. So we've already got a real good texture on this. And so I can just, like, you know, straight up. So if I didn't have UVs, this is UV'd, of course. So an example of literally this. Let me go like that. Let's turn these off, right? Chicken beanie. Alright, hold on. Let me see if I can get this. There we go. Possibly. So this is the high poly, right? So this is the UV, obviously terrible, right? Like, what's going on? You can run a triplanar. Now, of course, it's not perfect. Of course, it's using triplanar stuff, right? But very, very good. And I think you got a bit more adjustments and stuff of the triplanar itself. I need to look into, yeah, so you can like fine tune it and stuff. So if you want to like adjust it all, you can like change all these parameters and whatnot to get better results. Of course, you're going to get some weird issues because of how triplanar works. It's shooting the texture from 4 sides, but it's some really good stuff. So if I scanned this, right, I could just shove this on, run a triplanar, and call it a day, right? Really. Like, I could just call it a day there. Boom. Don't need to... This isn't as good for us artists and stuff, but yeah, very cool. Or I could go like an old marble, for example. Same deal. Oops. Meant to go there. Oh, granite. Oh, or we could do, Ruben, we could do your one as well. So that's kind of cool. We do your marble that you have in yours. Very, very cool. Like your marble. Stuff like that. I don't know. This is very, very cool. It just means that if you make something in like ZBrush, for example, you don't have to, and you just want to show it off, right? You don't have to go and do the whole process. You can just do that. That's very cool. Procedural skies is just similar to what, like, you know what I mean? Like Nishita and Blender can do. It's a procedural sky. So it's not a real HDRI or anything. But you already know, like, you already use HDRIs and stuff. Oh, they added AGX, which is Blender's thing. So it's just a bit more realistic, lifelike. Otherwise, you can still use ACs and stuff. They updated all the UI, of course, so the UI is a bit different. Progress things, max support, yeah. I don't know what 5.1 offered. It's just a hotfix, so it wasn't anything too crazy. Yeah. So yeah, that's... Wow, there's only 6 updates for Toolbag 4. What is Toolbag 4? Okay, side note, I just want to see what Toolbag 4 offered. Is there a thing? Toolbag 4 added a ray trace rendering engine. Good question, but do you have ZBurger? You have Z? Oh yeah, I do. Ray RTX. Oh, NVIDIA optics. So yeah, new raster controls for SSA and these sorts of things. Yeah. So 5 came with a lot. Well, that's a big update, actually. So, yeah. But I have an old ZBrush, Dory, just to let you know. So if you want me to convert something, I might not be able to do it. I'm not sure. Depends on how it's handled. So, did I sell you, Ruben? There's a lot that it offers. Very, very cool. Would you be able to import this model that I have because my ZBrush is showing it? Yeah, send it over. I'll do what I can. I have the old one though. I got 2023 ZBrush, so I'm not too sure if it's a file itself. Okay, FBX I can do. Yes. Yeah. Very, very cool. But the only thing I would say is you are doing more tech arty stuff, so I'm not too sure how much. I'm sure there's some stuff that benefits you and stuff, and it depends on how much craziness you want to do. If you want to do ray trace fog, you can do it. But there's also a lot of improvements to performance and these sorts of things. But you know what I mean? Like, I guess I look at it like, you know what I mean? If it's more budget friendly, you could just texture just in Marmoset. The issue is that I already have Painter perpetually. There's only one thing that I think I beg the devs of Marmoset to add, and that's font. If you can add text and font, that would be it. Now, technically you can do it, but it's the same way that Painter used to be. Which is you have to do it. Oh, awesome. Let me get it. Oh, is this the beast story? Oh yeah, so what did you want me to do with it, by the way? I had to do a model once in a while, yeah, so then it would be very perfect for that. Are we gonna see the craziest thing ever? Dory's wonderful work. Oh, it's downloading. I was like, where did it go? I like to decimate it to lower the track count. Ah, so I got you covered. Do you direct me, Chief? Just wait a moment for it to load. How high poly is it? Which should be like 50 million tries or something. Maybe not be disappointed. Ah, you won't be disappointed. Dory is the beast, the absolute menace when it comes to this amazing work. Alright, this is taking a second. And it seems like my ZBrush is dying. I'm gonna hold fire for a second. I'm just gonna quickly refill my drink bottle. I refilled it already once a stream. I am like super thirsty though. My PC just heats up the room. It is massive. Okay. Hopefully it's done by then, or not. I'll leave the screen open so you guys can see if it worked or not. It's taken a minute. I think it did break. Sorry, how big was it? When you said it was big, you weren't lying. And you hear the PC sizzle. Dory. Alright, take two. Take two interactive. Let's get this back up. $7 million shouldn't be an issue. What is going on? If this doesn't work, I just end stream and I'll do it off stream. Alright, let me... 1 second. Don't need you, don't need you. Don't need you. Nah, let's do that. Because I'm ending stream after this anyway. This is a crazy thing. Not like a better way of inputting things, right? It's just ZBrush is just poofing itself. Like, it's not even using much. They tried on their mine, I was okay. I guarantee you, Dory, we're gonna get this. Okay? I don't know what it is. This is just a ZBrush issue, honestly. Look at this. It's not using anything. 10 megabytes. 4% of RAM. Oh, I see. It is using a bit of these. It's just loading though, that's all. It's not even using my C drive. It is crazy. It is Quasi Burger. Okay. Ah, oh, why did I change? Okay. Here we go. Alright. Let's get it going. I guarantee I'm not giving up. A moment, you have another file incoming. Oh, that's so good. There's a biggie. The other thing would be combining it. I could combine the assets otherwise. Would be my other go-to. Oh. No, that's more than 7 million. Hold on. 100. Oh, that's a 14 million. Oh, that was amazing, Dory. I really like what you did with all the cloth and stuff. Somebody was cooking. The other thing is if I combine it, I can tell why you wanted it to go. That was insane. I can tell why you wanted it decimated. I get an inkling of an idea. What has Abe done to manage to get it to load? Oh, here we go. Delete these. Oh, when you hear the music start spazzing out because it's running badly. Hold on. Hey, Dory. Oh, and shrunk it. I see. Oh. Oopsies. It must be a size thing. Yeah. That is the case. Let me shrink it a little. Well, unless Abe manages to get it before, but I'm still gonna do it because, you know what I mean? Oh, it's not even that big. I'm committed though. Oh, here we go. Alright. Alright, this. Run this. Okay. Straight to. I could, the other thing is I could not do this, but I just need to make sure. What only cameras? I'm not even importing anything crazy though. Alright, if this cooks itself, there we go. Okay, it was something to do with that. That fixed it. Oh, this is points. So points must be vertices or something. Okay, sorry. Let's run over these controls. And or you cook though. You really cook. Alright, Decimation Master. He's merciful. Working on your own now. Do you want me to still do it though? I'm all good to still do it. I'm committed to the cause. I'll still do it. I'm committed to the cause. Even though you don't need it, and you can maybe do it, I'm committed to the cause. You know what I mean? This is like out of, you know what I mean? Out of anguish. Of ZBrush shitting itself. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta teach ZBrush a lesson and like show it, you know what I mean, who's boss. Because obviously it wasn't respecting us. It's like, let's just crash. You know what'd be funny? Let's just crash. 4 megabytes of RAM used. Crash. Yeah, okay. We'll show it. How does this... I don't understand. Is ZBrush just unoptimized or something? Like, 0%. Like, either it's super optimized or it's super unoptimized. You know what I mean? Yeah, that was crazy. Jeez. Wait, is 20% right or is 20% bad? Can't remember. There we go. Even then, probably want to go even more. Okay, okay. No, we showed it. We showed it. We showed it. Wait. Hold on. I'm a full circle this. Watch this. I'm a full circle this. Hold on. Watch this. Hold on, I'm doing something, I just forgot it. Alright, here we go. Watch this. Hold on. Yep. whatever. I guess visible. Watch this, full circle. Ah. I possibly could have done it a little bit smaller. What? Mr. Crazy. What? That's cool. How do you do this? I want to get to this point right now. Yeah, I know, right? That's really cool. I could adjust the normal map off of this, though. What's another thing that we could do? Hear me out. What's another thing? What's something that's not marble? What else could they be made of? Oops. Look at this. Oh no. Dory, I think you'd be cooking. How do you say it? No. Let's go. I'm not gonna muck around with it anymore, but I don't know, it's pretty cool. The powers of Marmoset. I think I'm gonna end this stream here. That's so good. A little bit too slow, unfortunately, to be able to send it, but maybe it's some cool ideas for stuff that you could do. I leaked a little. Alright. Thank you guys all for watching. That's pretty good. We finished the other trim sheet, so at least that's done today. Just getting that tile. I don't know what I'm doing for that one. That'll be interesting, yeah. Thank you, Dory. But yeah, we'll see. I'll stream it probably not tomorrow, so probably Thursday, usual time. If you're on, Dory, you and Abe, I'll finish off Seb's quest. Otherwise, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe Witcher. But yeah, thank you all. Have a good one. Catch you guys later. Bye-bye.